Pero quería ver esto que hay aquí arriba, que no sé qué es. Ah, mira, hay las pastillas que tengo se pueden usar dándole a la izquierda. A ver. ¿No? ¿O a la derecha? No.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Vale, esto es como un centro comercial, pero está como en ruinas, ¿no? Está cerrado. Y con las bolsas y con las botellas. Bueno, vamos al este. Mira. Magnesio. ¿Pero eso dónde se guarda? Aquí en objeto. Pañuelo del teniente. Tiene hasta precios. ¿Y el magnesio ese? Vale, tengo lo del karaoke, pero es que, tío, tengo un cadáver en el... colgando de una rama de un árbol. ¿Cómo me voy a poner a cantar, sabes? Vale, magnesio es una de esto también, ¿no? Aquí está el free. Una medicina, pero creo que no es la que necesito. Pero es que no sé dónde se guarda todo eso, tío. Yo no lo encuentro. Ni idea. Bueno, pues vamos a entrar aquí.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Cada vez que traigo una botella, me da 10 centavos, ¿no?
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money. You need a
Con una bolsa.
bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
Oh.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Oh, vale.
A
¿Esta es la
small
pastilla?
cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
¿Y esto está bloqueado? Porque necesita receta, ¿no? Que dice que no trabaja con recetas médicas, pero entonces no sé por qué está bloqueado, porque no puedo comprar. Lo veis, antes cogí esto, que creía que era un extintor, y lo cogí por ahí. Pero es que no sé dónde se guarda.
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Joder, anda que tiene ganas de trabajar esta mujer también. No sé por qué está bloqueado.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Yeah.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Está buena, ¿eh?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really long. Uh-huh.
Bueno. Pero ¿y las pastillas qué? ¿Me las da o no?
Is this about the questions again? Because
Sí, ya-
I
ya no
don't
puedo
really
irme
know
para atrás.
anything. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Uh-huh.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That
¿Otra
one.
vez?
There.
She is right. Saint-Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint-Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale.
Le voy a preguntar a este hombre a ver qué me dice.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Me tengo que hablar con él también un poco, ¿no?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Sexillo, es que hay alguna
Then
respuesta
you're
que...
in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case. Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant we should be careful. If we are not, the shit will blow right in our faces.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Y si lo lincharon los de... A lo mejor tenía algo que ver contra lo que están luchando, los que están ahí manifestándose.
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Tarea secreta completada. Por decir que entiendo, ¿sabes? El caso. ¿vale?
Good.
Let's go. Pues nada, como aquí se acaba mi de esto para conseguir la medicina y demás, vamos a empezar a hacer misiones, creo, ¿eh? Tareas. Por ejemplo, a la hora del karaoke. Era por la noche, ¿no? ¿Qué hora es? Ya no me sale la hora. Una cinta trágica. Pues esto tiene un montón de cosas, ¿eh? Y esto para encontrar ahora esa cinta. Bueno, con este teníamos que hablar también.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
No lo sé ni yo el nombre. El heraldo de las ruinas.
What?
Por hacerme el chulo.
I have no idea what that means. What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Pero si este es el tarao que se queda mirando un pájaro muerto. ¿Dónde va? Me va a vacilar a mí, ¿sabes?
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I...
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's...
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Mm-hmm.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
She went away because none of your business.
Bueno, empezamos bien.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Vale. Misterio resuelto o no fue bien. Misterio resuelto, ¿no? O sea, el misterio de que la que llamó fue ella. No de que se sepa quién mató al... No fue bien.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Ya está, ¿no? Bueno, quién lo mató le puedo preguntar, pero no lo voy a
I
saber.
don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Y esto es una acusación, en verdad. Bueno, es una pregunta.
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Ah, bueno, pues si hay que presionarlo, se presiona.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
He ignores you. More. Press on. Push through.
Joder. Sí, hombre, a Sylvie, ¿sabes? A ver, que el instinto me está diciendo que lo haga, pero... ¿Siempre te tienes que dejar llevar por el instinto? Lo puedo hacer esta vez, de prueba. Si veo que acaba mal, no lo vuelvo a hacer.
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
That's a real pity.
Bueno, mira, por lo menos me ha dado experiencia. Y más.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Que es real. ¿Y cuánto tengo? No lo sé, ¿no?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Quedas detenido, ¿eh?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
¿Cuánto te debo otra vez, eh? Solo tengo estas dos opciones, que es raro, ¿no? ¿Qué es el dinero exactamente o quedas detenido? Bueno, hombre, no lo voy a detener.
What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Yes, it is.
Es que no sé, si no me llega a pagarlo entero, ¿para qué, no? 40, me faltan 90 todavía. Bueno, se los voy a dar, a ver qué me dice.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you
Joder.
have 130 real.
No se va a acordar. Entonces me lo devuelve. Es que 0,40 tenía y yo vaya nota más tieso.
It is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Ojalá y pague el colega.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Vive en Jamrock. Si ni siquiera sé cómo me llamo, ¿sabes? ¿Cómo voy a saber dónde vivo? A ver si hay otro
You
sitio
mean
donde
somewhere
quedarme.
else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union's squeezing most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
Verdad, yo quería hablar con mi compañero, no con este.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Uf. O sea que se guarda algo, ¿eh?
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Yo es que tengo al que está colgado en la mente y no me lo quito. Es que hay que bajarlo ya, tío. No sé qué es lo primero que hay que hacer para que se baje a ese hombre. Esto sigue sin poder abrirse, ¿no? Voy a intentar subir para arriba. Por aquí ya he mirado todo. Puedo intentar hablar otra vez con esta mujer, que en verdad no hablé nada. Y ahora voy con el colega.
Still no answer.
Nada, pues probamos con el picaporte.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. As you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there by her hand.
Todavía.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
Pues nada. Si hace falta
You
volveremos
should
luego,
pick
pero de
that
momento...
fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Qué asco, tío.
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all. Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. Plus, smoking them gives
En
massive
serio, la tarea.
bonuses.
Otorga potentes bonificaciones. Y si entramos aquí a la habitación con mi compañero, a ver si me da alguna pista o algo.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. The lights are on.
¿Y Kim no me puede coger la corbata?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Hay algunas contestaciones que son buenísimas.
No problem, officer.
Todo incómodo, ¿eh? No hay nada aquí, tío. A ver, ¿qué tenemos por aquí? No entiendo muy bien cómo va el sistema este, ¿eh? Que es como que solo puedo ahora mismo... ¿Pero esto que son todas las misiones que hay o cómo va? Pues todas estas no las tengo yo descubiertas. A lo mejor que esta es la única misión principal que tengo ahora mismo desbloqueada, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a seguir dando vueltas. A ver si ahora quiere hablar conmigo la viejita. También. ¿Y le puedo quitar las pastillas todavía?
The worker is in a deep slumber. On the counter, rolled out of his
Hola,
open
pastilla.
hand, you see, the man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Vale, dándole a la izquierda o a la derecha, ¿no? En el panel este. Vale, pero no tengo daño ahora mismo. Claro, a lo mejor por eso no lo puedo usar, porque no tengo daño.
Hello, sweetie. Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Madre mía. La viejita quiere mambo.
The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take care of you. I suppose all of us do at one time or another. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Qué bueno. ¿En serio me la llevo? Siempre que me la lleva, tío. Esa buena también.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is.
El
Yes.
año Era él, sí, ¿no? Era el 50 y algo, ¿no?
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen.
Bolígrafo del simio
Knowledge
verde
should
amable.
always be rewarded.
Her
Bueno,
relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulder. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first May bells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver part.
I can tell that this is taxing for you,
Madre
so
mía.
I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
el gobierno. Las respuestas a la mayoría son todas de coña, ¿eh? Solo hay un par de ellas que son buenas. Creo que en democracia, ¿no?
Nope,
Ah, pues no.
sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is...
Meaning, buying is voting.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since... But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Vale, quiero volver donde antes.
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Vale, le quería decir si me daba dinero. Ya que me quiere tanto.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw. Somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
Pues sí. Esto es lo que yo quería, pero no llego.
Oh, I'm sure you would make a wonderful gigolo, dear, with those strong arms of yours, but welfare checks aren't all they cracked up to be. My husband and I...
She's not really lusting after those biceps, man. It's more like an appraisal you give to a healthy specimen.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Pues nada, acabamos, ¿no?
Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you if there's... anything else I can do for
Es
you,
que
just
podría
ask.
decirle que sí se viene conmigo, pero no le veo sentido.
Whatever do you mean?
Mira, si a lo mejor, si tiene.
Oh, no, no, no. I
No.
haven't smoked in years. Quitting smoking is one of the best things you can do for your...
What are you talking about? Smoking is one of the last remaining pleasures of this world. You would do well to follow her example. Smoking is the reason you feel like a rag. It's painful for you to even ask these questions.
Que claro, si el juego te incita a hacerlo, parece que tengo que hacerlo, ¿sabes? Para cumplir algunas misiones, pero en verdad.
I support your decision, officer.
Don't worry. This is not permanent. You can always just pick up a pack later.
Venga, pues me voy.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Bueno, mira, tenemos aquí el bolígrafo. No sé para qué sirven los objetos estos, pero bueno, ahí está. Aquí tengo más misiones. Pues bueno, nos vamos a dar un paseíto por ahí, ¿no? Vale, no tenemos mapa de ciudad, mira. Pero puedo echarme bastante para atrás y ver... Ese tejado está abierto, ¿eh? Por ahí atrás se puede ir también. Así se ve mucho mejor, ¿eh? Hay cositas por ahí atrás. Bueno, pues el muerto se va a quedar ahí un rato, creo, ¿eh? Vamos a ver qué es esto. Pues vale. Vamos a tirar por este lado, que creo que hay menos cosas. A ver, voy a intentar llamar aquí.
An old call box with an off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone
Tiene
dead.
pinta de que no va a funcionar ninguno, ¿no? Sí que está ahí con las maderas puestas y todo, la puerta.
You ring the doorbell, but what an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
No sé. De momento no voy a llamar más aquí. Pues a mí me da que no... Está todo como abandonado, ¿no? Unas escaleritas aquí. Esto que es para ver, ¿no? Hay un montón de cositas ahí arriba. Como de exposición, ¿no?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Soy la ley.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Unas preguntitas, ¿no?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Yo sabe que todo va bien.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far. They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses. Of course, sir.
Pues nada. Tendré que hablar con la madre.
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
They're all dogs.
Okay, sir.
Bueno, pues eso. Pero no tengo bolsas.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle. While
Ah, que
looking
este es el
inside.
sur.
Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist
Yo
attraction
25
in the
céntimos,
middle of
¿sabes? Me
such
voy a quedar
poverty?
canino. ¿Lo miro?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here. We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
¿Echamos dinerito? Venga.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Pues muy bien.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full
Al
of fossilized
sudoeste.
bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Un chicle fosilizado.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Pues nada, más virus para mí.
Probably some kids.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onug, written on the other side, with
Kuno.
N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericanasis, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericanasian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards.
Pues nada, nos vamos. No entiendo muy bien porque, claro, en el mapa por el sur está para abajo, ¿no? Pero el sur me lo marca como para allá. No sé. Y ese ahí. ¿Puedo hablarle desde aquí? Ah, me manda para allá. ¿Qué es esto? Una bolsa. Vamos. Vamos a coger basura. ¿Dónde estaba la de esto de basura? Arriba, ¿no? No. ¿Ya no puedo mirar la basura? Ya no puedo mirar la basura. Pues nada. Mira, de la tienda Frit.